So today it's a yoga class for level 1 students. Alright, so we're going to do 10 yoga poses. Yoga pose number 1 is actually a yoga pose and a breathing exercise all together. So you're going to sit in Cobblers pose, which is basically sitting with your feet in front of you and your legs in a diamond shape, right? You're going to hold on to your feet with your hands. And so we're going to combine breathing, and also I'm going to teach you while you breathe, I'm going to teach you how to tense your muscles and relax your muscles. So each time you inhale, you tense your muscle, and so we're talking about the glutes here. And each time you exhale, you're going to relax your glutes muscles. All right, so let's do 5 breaths. So inhaling deeply for 5 seconds, squeezing your glutes. So inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling, relaxing your glutes for 10 seconds. Exhaling for 10 seconds as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you'll find that as you relax your glutes, your knees are moving downwards. All right, breath number 2. Inhaling and contracting your glutes for 5 seconds. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now as you exhale for 10 seconds, relax your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's breath number 2 done. Breath number 3. So inhaling for 5 seconds, squeezing your glutes. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now exhaling for twice as long while relaxing your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My hips are starting to relax, my knees are starting to move down, but my upper body is not compromised. I'm sitting nice and tall with my spine nice and straight. One more breath, breath number 5. Inhaling for 5 seconds and squeezing your glutes. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling for 10 seconds and relaxing your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. From here, bring your knees together. Lower the knees down. Position number 2. So yoga pose number 2. We're going to go into a low squat. So turn your feet out to the side. With your elbows, gently push your knees out. Place your hands in prayer position. Try and sit as tall as you possibly can. Here we're targeting the hamstrings. We're targeting the adductors. But we are keeping the upper body nice and straight. So the back muscles are working pretty hard to keep you nice and upright. So we'll do 5 breaths here. But while you do your 5 breaths, you want to be inhaling and squeezing your glutes. And as you exhale, relax your glutes. So we'll do this 5 times. So inhaling, squeeze your glutes. Exhaling, relax your glutes. And number 3, inhaling, squeeze your glutes. Exhaling, relax your glutes. And each time you exhale, you'll find your sitting bones moving downwards towards the bed. Let's do one more. Inhaling, squeeze your glutes. And exhaling, release your glutes. Lovely. Okay, from here, sit. Bring your feet forward and stretch your legs down. Yoga pose number 3. So, I'll do it slightly angled. Matsyendrasana, which is basically a seated twist. So you're going to bend your right knee, bring your right foot across the left side of your left leg, and then with your left arm, hug your right knee, place your right hand behind you. With your left arm, you want to gently squeeze your right knee towards your left shoulder as you turn your head backwards, looking over your right shoulder. So 5 breaths here. Here it's a great exercise to stretch your glutes, but also your tensor fascia latae here, which is the muscle on the side of your thigh. All right, so 5 breaths. Inhaling deeply for 5 seconds and exhaling for 10 seconds. Throughout the exhalation, try and twist further backwards. All right, and again, inhale deeply, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, relax your glutes and twist further. Yeah? So linking breathing and muscular tension and relaxation together. Inhaling deeply, tense your glutes, exhaling, relax your glutes and twist further. In this position here, your upper body is working pretty much as much as your hips. Let's do one more. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Lovely. Come back center and let's do the other side. I'll change side to show you better how this is done. All right, so left knee bent, left foot across the right side of the right leg. With your right arm, hug your left knee. Place your left hand behind you. 5 breaths. Inhaling deeply. Sit nice and tall to begin with. Exhaling, twisting backwards. And again, inhaling deeply, squeeze your glutes on this side here. And as you exhale, relax your glutes and pull the knee closer to your right shoulder. That's 2 breaths done already. Number 3, inhaling deeply. Squeeze your glutes on the left side. Exhaling, pull the knee towards your right side and relax your glutes. 2 more, inhale deeply. Tense up your glutes. Exhale, relax your glutes. And last one, inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Lovely. Okay, so position number 4. All right, so back onto kneeling. Then from here, you're going to place your hands forward. You're going to cross your legs like so. So single crossing your legs. And you're going to sit in between your feet. Try and point your feet backwards. Right? In this position here, your knees are as much as possible. You want your knees to be nice and aligned. So one on top of the other. Your ankles, you want them to be pointing backwards. So you want them to be straight as much as possible here. With your hands, gently press onto the balls of your feet. Sit nice and tall, relax your elbows slightly, and just breathe 5 times. Here, this is a great stretch for obviously your thighs here, your quads, but also it opens up the hip area, which is what we're focusing on today. Throughout the entire session, we're focusing on the hips. All right, so 5 breaths. Inhale deeply, squeeze both sides of your bum. Exhale, relax both sides of your bum. Number 2, inhale, squeeze your bum. As you do that, it makes you sit up a bit higher. And exhale, then allow your hips to sink down a bit more. And again, 3 more. Inhale deeply, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, relax. 2 more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Feels lovely. And 1 more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Good. Let's do it on the other side. So the left leg goes on top. So come back to the front. All 4s. Then left leg on top. Separate your feet. Point your ankles backwards. Align your knees together as much as possible. Hands pressing gently onto your feet. 5 breaths here. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. 1. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. 2. Just allow your upper body to release downwards each time you exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Let's do 2 more. So inhale. Let's do it together. So inhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're tensing up your glutes. Exhale for 10 seconds and relax your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 1 more. Inhaling deeply for 5 seconds. Tense up your glutes on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale deeply. Relax both glutes for 10 seconds while you exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Good. Now hands forward. Come back to all fours. And now sit onto your heels once again. Next pose, pose number 5. It's camel pose. So from here, we're going to place the hands behind us, like so. Fingers pointing towards your bum. Then you're going to squeeze both glutes. So this exercise here is for strengthening your hips, right? So you want to close, what you want to do here, you want to close the rib cage downwards towards your belly, towards your belly button, right? You want to keep your glutes nice and engaged, and you're going to breathe in and out 5 times. Here the glutes stay completely engaged while you're inhaling and while you're exhaling. So inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply, inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply, inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Let's do 2 more, inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. And let's do 1 more. Try and keep your head in line with the rest of your spine and the hips. And when you're ready, lower down. In this exercise here, we are working on neutralizing the pelvis, right? So sometimes we want to increase flexibility and mobility around the hips, but sometimes we want to strengthen the hips, right? And this exercise we've just done was about strengthening the hips using the glutes. Now we're going to be also strengthening the hips and the core by using your rectus abdominis and your obliques. So now you're going to be sitting in between your hips, in between your feet, like so. You're going to rest your hands onto your knees, or you're going to have your hands on the side, like so. And here, it's about inhaling, and as you exhale, pulling your belly button back towards your spine, right? So we'll do that 5 times. Inhale deeply, and exhale deeply, pulling your belly button back towards your spine. It almost feels like you're wearing a very tight belt. Okay, 3 more breaths. Inhaling deeply, sitting nice and tall. The upper body is nice and straight. Your neck is nicely curved. Your lower back is nicely curved. We're focusing on tightening up the pelvic area here. Yeah? All right, so inhaling deeply, exhaling deeply, inhaling deeply, exhaling deeply. 1 more breath. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Excellent. Okay. Yoga pose number 6. So now we're going to go into pigeon pose level 1. So for pigeon pose level 1, we're going to be keeping the right knee bent like so, and we're going to extend the left leg backwards like so. Okay? The back is working pretty hard to keep you nice and upright. And gradually, what you want to do is work on stretching your psoas muscle here, but also your quads, right? All right, let's do 5 breaths here. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Remember to tense up your left glutes as you inhale, and as you exhale, relax it so that the leg can travel further back. All right, 4 more breaths. Inhaling deeply, squeeze, tense up your glutes on the left side, and as you exhale, relax your glutes and just allow the body to sink down a bit more while keeping the chest lifted. 3 more breaths. Inhaling deeply. If you'd like to try something slightly different, you can place your right hand onto your right knee. Inhaling deeply, tense up your left glutes. Exhaling deeply, release. 1 more. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Lovely. Good. Okay, let's do the other side. So this time bending the left knee, right, stretching the right leg backwards. This time we're working on the psoas on the right hand side and the quads on the right hand side. Try and keep your back nice and strong. pointing the right foot backwards to give the leg a direction. Try and keep the back leg nice and straight. Each time you inhale, tense up your right glutes. Each time you exhale, relax it and slide the leg further back. All right, 4 more breaths. Inhale deeply, exhale deeply. And as a variation, you can have your left hand on the left knee. Inhale deeply, exhale deeply. This is also very good to stretch your tummy. Okay, you should feel your tummy lengthening, and you should feel the space between your belly button and the rib cage elongating. Let's do 1 more breath. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Good. And release. It's quite a deep stretch. You should feel it also in your lower back. Your lower back needs to work quite hard to keep your upper body nice and upright. Lovely. Next pose. Pose number 8. A half baby stretch. So you're going to stretch your legs in front of you. You're going to bend your right knee like so. With your right hand, you're going to grab your right heel. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn your foot outwards. And you're going to gently, with your arm, pull the knee backwards. All right, in this position here also, let me show you from the side. Here in this position also, you need to have your back nice and straight. So 5 breaths here. So inhaling deeply, squeeze both glutes, squeeze your bottom on both sides. And as you exhale, release and pull the knee further back. Okay, number 2, inhale deeply, squeeze your bum. And exhale, relax your bum to move your knee backwards a bit more. Feels lovely. Number 3, inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. So try and aim for 5 seconds as you inhale and 10 seconds as you exhale. Obviously, because I'm talking as I'm doing the exercises, sometimes my breathing is slightly shorter, both for the inhalation and exhalation. All right, let's do 2 or 3 more breaths. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, relax your muscles, your bum muscles. This helps you to open up your hips a bit more. Let's do a couple more. Inhale deeply. See how my knee is slightly moving backwards each time I exhale. Last one, but without compromising my upper body position. Last one, inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. And release. It's a lovely stretch. Good. At this stage, you should be able to feel your hips opening up and feeling freer and more mobile. Other side. So, grab hold of your heel on the left hand side. Turn your foot sideways. So ideally the arch is parallel to the ceiling. Okay, with your right hand you support yourself. You also use your core and your back to support yourself. And let's do 5 breaths. So inhale deeply for 5 seconds. Squeeze your bum. Exhale. Pull your knee back. And breath number 2, inhaling deeply, squeeze your bum. Exhale, relax your bum and gently pull your knee further back. So there's a lot of work coming from the lats to help you pull the knee back. 3 more breaths, inhaling deeply, exhaling back. 2 more, inhaling deeply. Remember to lift your spine upwards, try not to sit backwards too much. Sit tall. And let's do 1 more. Inhale, squeeze your bum. And exhale. Good. Excellent. Lovely. Perfect. Now, next position. Position number 9. So this one is about learning how to move your pelvis. So the pelvis can be tilting forward and backwards. So we're going to be practicing this in Sukhasana, which is the easy sitting pose. So sit comfortably, crossing your legs. I'll do this from the side. And then, so if your hands move forward, and you lean forward, your pelvis will be tilting forward and your bum will be pushing backwards. Now, if you place your hands behind you, right, and bend your elbows, leaning backwards, your pelvis tilts backwards. And that is what we're trying to learn here, because this movement will be very useful in your yoga practice. So we're going forward, right? Notice how the pelvis takes us forward, right? Not the spine. So we're keeping the spine nice and straight on top of your pelvis, right? So when we go forward here, you see the spine doesn't curve, the spine stays straight, but it's angled forward at maybe 30%. And then lean slightly by moving your pelvis. The pelvis is tilting forward 30%, yeah? And the spine follows because the spine is attached to your pelvis. And then come back with your hands and lean backwards without arching your spine, right? Just allow the hips to initiate the movement, yeah? Back center, let's do a couple more. Forward we go. And back. And last one, forward we go. And back. Good. So now, basically, the pelvis tilt will help you eventually to perform forward bends. But to do a forward bend, you need to be able to have flexibility in your hips. So let's just practice a little bit here. So, sitting nice and tall, legs apart, sitting nice and tall, yeah? Hands in front of you. And then gradually, without compromising the length of your spine, we're going to tilt the pelvis forward and see where that takes us, okay? So hands in front of you, look forward, yeah? You don't have to go very far. Just feel the pelvis leading the way, right? And then again, forward, so the chest lifts forward in between your shoulders, right? The pelvis tilts forward, and you should be able to feel your hamstrings gently pulling underneath your legs, yeah? Now if you come back, right, and place your hands behind you, and keep your spine straight, but slightly tilt your pelvis backwards, you will feel your hamstrings relaxing completely. There's no tension in your hamstrings. But now if you bring your hands in front of you, and then start tilting the pelvis forward, already the hamstrings start to be activated. So let's stay forward because that's what we're interested in. We're working on flexibility around the hamstrings, around the adductors, around the quads, around the tensor fascia latae, around the glutes, to allow more mobility and flexibility in your hips. And this was the purpose of today's session. Right? Eventually, you'll go as far as you can, but only because your hips are leading the way. Okay, from here, bring your knees together. Okay, and now we're going to go into a relaxation. So, roll down to lying down on your bed. Open your legs wide, open the arms wide, and I'm going to ask you to tense up your feet, your toes, your hands, your every limbs, upper body limbs, lower body limbs, your face, squeeze your face like a sour lemon, squeeze everything you've got, squeeze, 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 and let go, relax. Learning about muscular tension and muscular relaxation so that you can fully relax body and mind. So let's stay still in Savasana for the next minute or so. Good. Very gently, start moving your fingers, your toes. Turn your head all the way to the right and back center, all the way to the left and back center. Bring your right knee to your chest, hug your right knee. Then extend your leg forward again. Lift your left knee up to your chest, hug your left knee. Then extend your left leg forward again. Draw both knees into your chest and hug both knees. Gently sway from side to side. And when you're ready, roll up to one side, push yourself back up using your left hand and sit in a comfortable position. Okay, just resting your wrists onto your knees, turning the palms of your hands upwards, and then just sliding the elbows inwards towards your sides. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now that your body is fully relaxed and your mind is fully relaxed, we're going to meditate for the next minute. Complete silence. Just spending some time, some quality time with yourself and within yourself. Good. Gradually bringing your awareness back into the room, opening the eyes to eye level, then tilting your head backwards, just stretching your neck before we end the session, then back to center. Turn your head over to the right, and back to center. Over to your left, and back to center. Chin down to your chest, and back to center. Lower your right ear to your right shoulder. And back to center. Lower your left ear to your left shoulder. And back to center. Now take a deep breath in and stretch the arms outwards. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, slowly, gently bring your hands together in prayer position. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.